good morning and welcome from Pleasure Beach Resort. So excited to be here today because it's going to be such a different sort of vlog I'm doing today. Basically, I'm going to be answering all of your questions that you've been sending me over the last week or so. And yeah, and so you can really get to know all about us and what we're about. I mean, we're pretty much an open book anyway, but just the fact that we've given this opportunity to ask us all these questions, it's just really great. I mean, it's another way for us to be able to celebrate, because in terms of our platforms, it's been a really great month. It's not why we're here, it's not why we set out to create, it's not why we make videos, it's not why we have an account in the first place, but it's been absolutely amazing. I just want to share that with you. So yeah, so let's go and explore the park and we'll answer those questions. So first, I just want to talk about our account, really, where we've come from, and if you found us recently or you've just discovered us now from this video, or I just want to say hi, my name's Steve, we are Thrills and Food, and how we actually got started, it's a little bit unusual because we haven't got a desire to drive for followers, subs and all that sort of stuff, and it just kind of happened naturally, and it's absolutely amazing that it has, and we couldn't be more grateful for every single person that watches one of our videos. How it all started was, if you remember a few years ago, it was a terrible time during the pandemic, and there was all lockdowns and all sorts of stuff, and all I remember is all the negativity that was going on during that time, and particularly on the social media platforms, and I removed myself from those platforms. It was me, it was my decision. I came away, and what I did is I set up my own roller coaster account, because that's something me and Robbie, my wife, have been doing for years and years. We've been going to theme parks, we've been taking pictures, we've been preserving these memories, and so I made the decision just to have a happy place, a little corner of the internet that would just be our place. Faceless, didn't have my mug on there at all, it was just me sharing my memories, and that's all it is. It got a little bit of traction, and from there it started to grow, and then the kids came along and we started using it as a mechanism to maintain those memories as well. So that was so good to be able to have that as well. And then one thing after another, things started kind of gathering pace, and we started getting quite a few subscribers on there, and then we ended up moving down to TikTok as well, and so we're across the platforms now, and I couldn't be happier with where things are, because just knowing that just a family who are just going out, making memories, doing what we love. We're not doing anything original. This is not an original format by any stretch of the imagination, but I hope it's just our personalities that are shining through, and you can see that we're trying to achieve, and it's our passion for what we love. So that's us, that's what we're about. We'll go and answer some more questions, and we'll get on some rides as well while we're doing that. Just into the park, and they say the park operating is 11 o'clock today until 5. Hoping it's going to be quite a quiet day. It is a midweek day, so hoping it is going to be quite quiet today. Already you can see that Derby Race has got no takers just yet. I mean, it is still at time recording before 11 o'clock, and they are testing out Alice, as you can just see there as well. So the rides aren't actually currently open yet, but they've opened the gates early to prevent the congestion at the front, which is nice for them to do as well. First question on there is one I can't really answer. It's one that says, how are you such a legend? You know who you are. You're a legend, not me. This is a family who go to theme parks and just absolutely love what we do. Love sharing that, passing that on to our kids, and I love the fact that they're growing up to be just as passionate about theme parks and travel as what we are as well. Next question. What's your favourite theme park food? Now there's a sliding scale of this, really, because it depends. So you've got the table service meals, you've got quick service meals, you've got the snacks that are available. One thing's for certain, it's not the UK. Blackpool Pleasure Beach is the best place for food in the UK. I'm not going to argue with that. Million parks, forget about them. Absolutely awful and terrible. However, around Europe we've got places like Italy, absolutely fantastic snacks and food that's available there. We've got Phantasialand, absolutely amazing, incredible, a range of different types of food available there. Then, in terms of our favourite theme park quick service restaurant, it has to be Mythos. Mythos in Islands Adventure is absolutely incredible. The way you can, and I really hope that it doesn't go. I mean, at the moment, we already know that Poseidon is going. What's going to replace it hasn't been 100% confirmed yet. There's talks of it being all sorts of different rides, but like Zelda's been mentioned, it's been an extension to Harry Potter, there's been a number of different things that have been mooted around, but haven't confirmed it yet 100%. Either way, Mythos, the food in there is absolutely fantastic. The location, the setting, looking across the lake, looking at the whole coaster, looking at all the rest of the park is absolutely phenomenal. And then the food is incredible in there, and it's reasonably priced as well. So that's one of our favourite places to go. But then that's not ruling out all the themed foods that you've got available at places like the Wizarding World, Harry Potter, that's within Universal Studios or Islands Adventure, or the theme food is available in Batu over at Hollywood Studios in Florida as well. So there's so many different places. And then of course, when we went on our recent road trip, we went into King's Dominion and we had the roast chicken there, home cooked chicken. It was absolutely fantastic. So that's a kind of a whistle stop of the foods that we really like to enjoy. Basically, it's the quick service stuff that we're not the biggest fan of, the quick, mass-produced rubbish, basically. I mean, we eat it if we're there, we have to, but if we can avoid it and we can get some nicer foods, that's always what we prefer. So yeah, first up, now, we're going to go on the next streak. So it's just testing now, so hopefully we'll be open in a minute. Oh, it was a fantastic ride on Nick's Streak just there. Walked straight on it, first ride of the day. Running really, really well. Considering its age, it's running really, really smooth as well. I'm just going to turn around because it'll probably be coming past in a minute as well. And I have to say, if you want to know more about this ride, incidentally, check out, because we have done a history of all the rides and attractions at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So go and check that out, and it tells you a little bit more in-depth history about the Nick Streak, or roller coaster, or velvet coaster indeed as it was. So yeah, next question. What is your favourite theme park? So again, it depends, because again, it's split up. We split up stuff into all different sections all the time. So whether it's we're on a day out with the family, whether it's me on my own, whether it's me and Robin, we like to have different kind of favourites really. So in terms of thrills, certainly in this country, we'd go with Thorpe Park. That's probably my least favourite Merlin Park overall, bizarrely that said, because there's nothing else. So you go there, you like a roller coaster, that's absolutely fantastic, but beyond the roller coasters, there's not much else. It's a proper coaster park really, in the style of what Six Flags does really. And then we've got the family parks. In terms of family, we love it here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach because there's so much history, so much nostalgia, and of course it was the inspiration for Walt Disney. And there's so much links with that, and because we love Disney so much as well. And the links with that and the historic element of the park, it just makes it completely unrivaled for us. And then on an international stage, there is no substitute for us for Islands of Adventure. It is absolutely incredible. It's got theming, it's got immersive audio, it's got great rides, it's got dark rides, it's got roller coasters, it's got family rides, it's got absolutely everything. It's got themed foods, it's got great lands, and yeah, it really puts. They were the first park to really create that immersive IP area. And then of course in Europe we've got places like Phantasialand, which are absolutely incredible. The attention to detail is absolutely first rate, second to none. It's incredible. We absolutely love that park, and we can't wait to go there in a couple of weeks time. So yeah, that's kind of a whistle stop of our top theme parks and different elements of theme parks that we enjoy as well. So yeah, we're going to continue around here, and I'm going to head to where am I going to go to? I think I might go on the big one. Let's go check out the big one. There's no queues today, so it doesn't really matter. Yeesh, I just come off the big one and that was rough. I was in the third row then. That was not great at all. Probably one of the worst rides I've ever had on it. On that turnaround, it seems to be jarring my back. It was not pleasant at all. It's probably the worst ride I've ever had on it, which is a shame because I absolutely love that ride. And last time we came, we went out a few times. Casper absolutely loved it. So the next question is dream park to visit and why? Now, we've been so fortunate because we've been to so many amazing places, but the ones left for us now, there's Japan. There's so many. We absolutely adore that place, and we did have a plan to visit there before we had children. And it might be a little while now because we're waiting for them to be old enough for the long flight or whatever. But so there's the parks in Japan, which look absolutely incredible culture as well. And other than that, it's back to America. So we've got parks like Dollywood. We wanted to fit that in the last time we went to America, but it was just too much to fit in. So unfortunately, we didn't get that in. So there's Dollywood, there's Cedar Point. So there's Dollywood, of course, not only because of the connections with the legendary icon that is Dolly herself, Dolly Parton, but also because of the incredible theming and amazing park that it actually looks like it is as well, and the hospitality and the food. It all just looks like an incredible package. There is Cedar Point, obvious reasons. It's an absolute coaster mecca. And then, of course, there's Carowinds as well, just because probably my bucket list coaster now, really, is Fury 325. So that's our dream parks to visit. And if you want to know anything about the parks we have visited, check out all our previous logs, or feel free to drop us a question, and we can feel free to give you advice and tips about those parks as well. So yeah, that's the big one. I'm gonna head over to Icon now because I need something a bit smoother. Is what was the best theme park we visited during our American road trip last year? So for those that don't know, last year we took an American road trip, flying into New York and then driving down the coast all the way down to Virginia and going back up again. Original plans had us to go into Charlotte and do Carowinds, Dollywood, go back up into Cedar Point, but it just wasn't feasible at the time. Just with having small children, 5-hour road trips each leg after a theme park, it's just not. We'll have to do that at a separate time. We really want to do it, just wasn't able to do it on that occasion, which is a shame. However, in terms of what to, again, we love them all for different reasons. So we love Knoebels because very similar to Pleasure Beach in the sense that it's a family-owned, old-style amusement park. All the attractions are built in-house and they're incredible. They're all really, really good. It has fantastic food as well, and it's so nice. And the Fish Friday, absolutely amazing. Six Flags Great Adventure, wasn't really expecting to enjoy that so much because again, it's a thrill park. Six Flags parks don't normally overly enjoy them, but it was incredible. We had such a great time, and getting on the legendary coasters like King Dakar and El Toro, wow, they're incredible rides. Really, really enjoyable, and I do thoroughly recommend anybody who's in the New York area, just take that detour out to New Jersey and go visit Six Flags Great Adventure because it is absolutely incredible and it is a bucket list park for anybody. And then of course, we had Hershey Park. Hershey Park is absolutely fantastic. I love that park. First time we went, it was difficult to get a gauge of it because it was really, really busy. And to be honest, I didn't overly enjoy it because sometimes the crowds can kill it. The second day, it was a lot quieter and we managed to get on everything. And Wildcats Revenge is incredible. Sky Rush is absolutely terrifying. And then of course there's the free to enter chocolate museum with a ride in there, which is absolutely fantastic. And then the food there is absolutely first rate as well. Really, really enjoyed the food there. So yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about all the parks because none of them were bad, in all honesty. So, and then the next question was, has there ever been a ride that you've ever been too scared to go on? Yeah, there has. I mean, to be fair, oh, there we go. To be fair, I'm not a I can't get my words out. I am not a major roller coaster enthusiast. It's kind of developed over the years. I've always loved theme parks, and I've only kind of gradually got into roller coasters through the years, in fairness. So for years, I was always absolutely terrified of Oblivion. And that, to be fair, that is still the ride in the UK that scares me the most when I go on it, which is great because that's exactly why we want to go on roller coasters. We want to be scared, right? It's great. So that's why I still rate Oblivion as the scariest dive coaster. This is coming back behind me now. It's the scariest dive coaster. I don't like the Blackpool, smoothest coaster in the UK. So that's why I still rate Oblivion as the scariest dive coaster. I mean, we've been on Griffin, we've been on Sheikra, we've been on Baron, and to me, I find Oblivion the most intense. In terms of coasters now, there's nothing I won't go on. Drop towers are what get me. I'm not a fan of drop towers, I just can't get on with them. And as you get older, you kind of understand what you like and what you don't like. Trains going around there. And that's fine, that's okay. And you've got to know what you like and what you don't like. There's no point coming to a park and just putting yourself in a position whereby you're not enjoying stuff. And for us, it's all about the enjoyment, it's all about making memories. So that's why it's so good for us to be able to just go out and get on stuff and absorb the atmosphere. Because for us, we absolutely love being immersed in the parks, we love being immersed in the atmosphere and the theming, and that's what we always take priority over. If there's great coasters there, that's absolutely fantastic. But we absolutely love dark rides as well. That's why places like Efteling we rate so highly, because they've got rides like Symbolica, which is absolutely out of this world. So yeah, that was a sort of ride on Icon then, and that kind of made up for the very rough ride that I had on the big one. So, third row ride, running really well. Queued straight onto it, it was waiting for us to go. Very, very quiet day today, and the operations were really good. So, yeah, that was Icon. I think I'm going to try and see how Avalanche is getting on now, because I don't think there'll be a queue for that either. So I've just had a great ride on Avalanche there. Walked straight on it. It's a great day today to be able to get on these rides. So I'll continue with some of these questions now. So the next one is, what is your go-to food in an amusement park? And the answer to that is, it depends where we are. So if you're down at Efteling, you want to get some of the really nice stuff that they've got there. If you're here at the Pleasure Beach, there's all sorts of fish stuff and there's all sorts of proper food available. If you're at Alton Towers, you want to be checking out the snacks because and the quick food, because that's what is going to taste all right there. So, in short, depends where you are. That's the short answer. However, generally speaking, it'll either be chicken, hot dog, burgers, unless they've got something really special on. So yeah, worst coaster to queue for in the UK? That's the next question. I've got to say, it's a smiler. It's a smiler. I mean, you're trapped in those little cattle pens, and it feels like you're moving inch by inch, and it moves ever so slowly, and it feels like you don't get anywhere. And that's why for me, that's the worst queue in the UK. I mean, Brita's not great either, to be fair, because we're just in and out the zigzaggy wooden fences there. So I really don't enjoy that either. But now, speaking of what we do enjoy, I'm going to head over here and I'm going to do some dart rides. So I'll see if Wallace and Gromit's open. Here we go, so there's no queue, so it's going to be walk on straight to Wallace. So yeah, let's go check out Wallace, of course. Was formerly the winner of the Best Dark Ride in the Country award. So yeah, it's a great ride, so let's go check out Wallace. Oh, this ride's so beautiful. They've done such a great job retheming it from the old gold mine. It's a ride that I loved as well. Because at one time it was all cowboy stuff that was all down here, and now it looks like Wallace's garage. You can see the smoke coming out there. It's a great ride. It really is quiet today. I mean, you can see I'm the only one on this ride. This is garage.
It's my turn for breakfast this morning, Gromit. Porridge today, lad. Tuesday. Is it supposed to do that? Don't worry, man. Everything's okay.
The best family dark ride in the UK, this. We can't really compare it to the likes of Curse because of the
Where'd you get that
Curse is a different kettle of fish.
That's my machine.
This is great. Of course, you get all the smell pods as well, and it smells amazing in here. Especially down here when they're cooking the bread. Here they are. Smells amazing.
Come to mommy, Fluffy Wuffy. I've got a bomb in my pants.
He's got a bomb in his pants. Plotting some revenge.
Get me down! Help! Get me down, Miss Kingston! Oh, that's right enough. You'll be hearing from the solicitor about it.
I do love riding in these slippers, it's great. See all the rabbits there popping out.
The VP6000 map, capable of over 125 RPM. That's rabbit fun.
You have a swollen rabbit problem.
Hang in there, Gromit. Everything's good boy, Gromit, now. Well done. expected. Oh, well done, John. Oh, that was riveting.
So, but the next question, as I'm stood outside, arguably one of the best dark ride water rides in the world, really. Valhalla, it's fantastic. So the next question is, the best dark ride that you have been on in Europe, and one that you haven't as well. So the best dark ride I've been on in Europe, without question, has to be Symbolica. Symbolica is absolutely fantastic. It's a trackless dark ride for anyone who's not seen it, and it interacts with, you get to pick a different route that you want to do. It's a different story, and it's essentially a different ride 3 times. There's 3 different choices you can do. And I haven't seen it, we've got a POV, so check it out on our channel, and it is absolutely phenomenal. I love Symbolica, and you get to meet Parties. Parties is fantastic as well at Efteling. And one that I haven't been on, I can't actually think, because I think in Europe we've pretty much bottomed out all the dark rides. Although, one that I am really, really looking forward to, I don't know if it counts as a dark ride or a coaster, but Arthur. I can't wait to go on Arthur. The suspended coaster that's at Europa Park, going there in a couple of weeks, it looks absolutely fantastic. In terms of outside of Europe, the best dark ride I've been on is probably Flight of Passage, I would say, at Animal Kingdom. The Pandora ride, where you get to sit on a banshee, and it's a simulator, it's a flying theatre, it's all sorts of things all rolled into one, and it's a fantastic experience. Always got a long queue for it, and it's justified because it's a fantastic ride. One that I haven't been on because it wasn't open when I went last time, in 2019 when we last went to Florida, is Rise Resistance. I cannot wait to get on Rise Resistance. We're going next year. It's in time for Epic Universe, and I can't wait to go on that and bring you everything from there, because it looks absolutely incredible, and I can't wait to go on it. So that's our kind of summary of dark rides now. I'm gonna go on, I don't know whether I should do this really, but I think I'm going to go on Grand National next, and then we'll get on to some more questions.
I'll hold them, mate. You can hold yours and I'll hold mine.
So you two going in together?
Yeah, I mean, you can sit It'll be alright, so do you want to sit next to me? It'll be alright. But then again, there's a gap between us. You want to get with them?
I don't mind.
I've been a ride.
Well, I have to say, I've just had a really good ride on Grand National. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but it was actually felt, dare I say it actually felt smooth. It was really, really weird. Front row ride, so it might be a little bit misleading, but yeah, really, really enjoyed it. And I normally say it's a one and done for the season, but I'd probably be right to look going on it more than once, to be fair, but I've been inclined to go on it again, because it actually felt really, really pleasant. So let's lead on to the next questions. What coaster would I like to see at Thorpe Park? And what I would really love to see Thorpe Park do is go back to what they were really good at. See, when I was younger, and it was things like, they had the train, they had a whole area dedicated to kids like Canada Creek, and had loads of family rides, and make it more of a complete park. I would love to see them get a family coaster in. Something along the lines of Max and Morris that they have at, over at Efteling, or something similar, or just something that's a good 1.2, even an Intamin multi-direction would be absolutely fantastic. That's got a 1.2 height limit. It'd be great. Just something that younger guests or families can actually enjoy. Because at the moment, there's no pull for anybody who just, other than just to go on coasters. So for me, I go on my own. Couldn't go as a family. So yeah, and then the next question, going on to that, is what's my shoe size? Size 10. There you go. Job done. Thanks for the question. Another one, what constitutes a good bench? So for me, I like benches that are like, have a little bit of ornate stuff on them. So you see this one here? Oh, that's quite good. I quite like that. It's got a little bit of design to it. I like good sturdiness and chunky legs to them, so that they're nice and robust. What I don't like is I don't like the recycled plastic ones. They're not the best then, they don't look great, but so long as the place has got plenty of seating to sit down, I'm happy, to be fair. But if they look nice and ornate, like that, even better. So I'm going to try and get some lunch now, and then I'm going to go on Alice and get some more dark rides done. Oh, so I've just come down to the Infusion water area here. It's absolutely beautiful down here. I absolutely love coming down here. This is probably one of the best rides to watch, and not the best to ride because it's an SLC. So I've come down. You can see the water cannons aren't actually on today, which is a bit of a shame. It's always great to watch it when this comes down. You can see it comes down above my head there. And it's a great place to stand and just watch it, as you can see behind me here, and watch all the coaster go around. It's a fantastic place. This is why I love Blackpool Pleasure Beach, because of the ride interactions. They're just all weaved into each other. It's like just there you can just make out you've got Infusion, you've got the big one just that side there. You can see you've got the Big Dipper. All the other rides running around as well. It's absolutely fantastic. One of the reasons why I love it. So in terms of questions now, so I've got another question here, and this one is, what's your favourite ride to queue and why? So I have to say, you want to be immersed in your queue. You want to be made to feel like it's part of the experience. You don't want to feel like you're in a cattle pen, just going up and down, just waiting for a 30-second go. We do that and we enjoy the ride. That's absolutely fantastic. But we want the queue line to be actually part of the experience, which is why I think Disney and Universal do it best, really. So you've got Pandora, and you've got the Flight of Passage. Queuing through there and you're going through the labs is absolutely immense. It's brilliant, and I love just seeing the avatar itself as well, just laying there in the tube, twitching. Such a fantastic feat of engineering as well, because it looks absolutely amazing. And you've got the Wisdom World of Harry Potter as well. All of those rides, whether you're queuing through the actual Hogwarts Castle or whether you're queuing through Gringotts Bank, it's absolutely amazing. It looks great and I absolutely love it. So that's what I want to experience, and that's what I want to have in a ride. So another question that I had was, if you could design any themed land, what would it be and why? And this is quite difficult because a lot of the things that I would do have already been done. So I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter's been built. I love Marvel Land's already been built. So you're kind of running out of ideas. So what I would love to see, it's already an ongoing rumour and it might even come to fruition. We already know that there's extra land that's been put aside to have the biggest expansion of the park in history. So, and I'm referring to Magic Kingdom there. So that's what, and I would love to see a Disney Villains Park or a Disney Villains Land or an area dedicated to the villains at the dark side of Disney. I think it'd be absolutely amazing. And I think it'd work really, really well and lend itself to a different audience to a certain degree as well. So yeah, I'd love to see a Disney Villains Land, and I really, really hope it happens. And I hope we get to see that one day, because that would be great. I'm just going to watch Infusion, the big one, go around for a little while, and then I'm going to go on the old Big Dipper that you can see next to us, the 101-year-old coaster.
Welcome to the Big Dipper. Please secure all your samples, bags and customers.
Never thought I'd say this, but Grand National is smoother than the Big Dipper. Really, really weird that. Another walk-on ride, so quiet today. Back row ride there, a lot of sideways motion on that. Didn't feel particularly great at all. So let's move on to the next question. And I can't remember what it is. So, what do you think of Hyperion was the question. I mean, I always reserve judgment until afterwards. What I think it's got some great elements, and it'll be an absolutely fantastic addition to the UK. Will it be world class? Will it be a top 10 coaster? Probably not. But it looks like a great addition, and it looked like it'll be I mean, Mack coasters are great coasters, fantastic restraint system, and the first drop looks decent as well. Although I'm not sure about the corkscrew, because having been on like King Dakar, I personally think the corkscrew when you're coming down a vertical drop takes away a bit, because you're looking inside the track rather than straight down. If you'd gone straight down, I think it'd be a little bit more intimidating. But again, that's just from looking at it. I'll always reserve judgment until I have actually ridden it. It might be my favourite coaster of all time. You never know. I can only judge it from what I've seen so far. And one thing's for certain, I'm really excited to get on it next month, and I can't wait to check it out. I'm going to head around and check out some dark rides now, and then we'll do some more questions. Oh, so I was in need of having a bit of a sit down and a relax after that. So I'm avoiding the dark rides for now, and I've come on the train. This is such a fantastic thing to be able to come on. I love coming on this train, it's absolutely incredible. Just seeing all the ride interactions here, going past seeing everybody on the rides. There they are, seeing them on the rides, it's absolutely fantastic. How it goes through absolutely everything. It's really, really amazing. One thing I'm on here is, everybody shouting there. One thing I actually want to talk about is our channel. I mean, one thing, I want to be crude and talk about numbers. because I am absolutely blown away by the numbers. We're not driven by that. That isn't why we do it. And we appreciate whether it's 1 follow, 1 subscriber, 1 like, whatever it is. I would be amazed at 1 person. But the fact that we have 23,000 followers on Facebook, thank you so much to every single person that follows us. It really, really does mean a lot to us, because we're just sharing our adventures, sharing our passion, sharing what we love, and it's just through natural progression of sharing what we love. It's no great illicit way of getting to that. There's no fees paid, there's no hanging around with certain people to make that happen. We're not in the cool club, we don't want to be in the cool club. We're just a family that's doing what we love, and that's all we'll ever do. So we won't ever begrudge anybody else for who gets it to a certain point using other means. That's up to them. But this is just genuine, heartfelt content of us producing stuff that we absolutely love, and that's what's important. So 23,000 followers on Facebook is just absolutely, it means the world to us. And then of course, just short of 8,000 subscribers. That is wow. When we set off, I thought we were going to get maybe 10, maybe 20 people, maybe even 100 people that follow us. I never even thought we'd be monetized. But the fact now we're sat in here with 10,000 subscribers. 10,000? I'm getting ahead of myself. With just short of 8,000 subscribers, it's phenomenal. We're going through a train. The train's going through the tunnel, so I'm in darkness. So I'm just going to turn this to the side so you can see my face. So it's got short of 8,000 subscribers. That is absolutely amazing. It's phenomenal. I never ever in my wildest dreams ever thought I would even have a YouTube channel, to be honest with you. It's not what we're about. I'm not one of these people who, I don't know, that's not how I am. It's not how I operate. All the family are the same. It's just, we're just sharing our memories in many ways. So the fact that we've got so many people, it's really warms our heart. And I just want to say thank you very, very much. We really appreciate that. And then of course nearly 8,000 on Instagram as well. So it's just absolutely amazing. So just in terms of how it started, I just can't believe that I've made this decision. What's going on there? I made the decision to start an account just for holiday snaps, and it's turned into something that is an absolute passion. That it fills me with absolute pride, especially the way that it's come about and the way. See, icon's going to go off there. Look. It fills me with a massive amount of pride just to think the way that we've progressed, the way that it's grown. It really means a lot to me. And I know we say it all the time. We say how the accounts come about, and we say how, and it's because we genuinely are amazed and astounded that we're in this position now. It's a position of luxury as well, and through all the invites that we get, and through the collaborations that we do with certain parks. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of the love and support that we've had throughout the year. So I just want to say thank you very much regarding that. It does mean a lot to us. And in terms of another question, what's your favourite UK park? Well, I'm in it. This is it. How can this not be your favourite UK park? Look at the history. I mean, from one of the worst to ride to being one of the best to look at, this SLC right here is a beautiful ride. There's no doubt in that, and it's just going up now, so that's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going to finish off this train ride now, and then we're going to go on some more rides. A really good question. Still going on the train, still enjoying all the ride interactions and everything as we go around here as we work our way back to the station there. Here's a really good question. How do you make sure that you get on all the rides and attractions when you've got small children? This is quite a difficult one. It's a mixture, and to a certain extent you won't necessarily like the answer, but there's 3 main things that we actually use. One is going at certain times of year. And obviously it changes when the kids get older. Go through it again. It changes as the kids get older. When they're really young, it's great because you can just go during the quiet times. So that's one way. Another time is single rider. Smash those single riders. They've got single rider queues. And then the last one is the one that we really try to avoid if we can, and that is fast pass. Fast pass it. That is your best friend when you've got children, especially when they're about between 3 and 6, when they're not tall enough to go on any of the big coasters. There's the toot. Fast pass, sometimes it's the only way, especially when they're in school, so they're tall enough to a certain extent to be in school, or big enough to be in school, but they're not big enough to go on the roller coasters, so it can get very, very expensive, and it is an expensive hobby, no doubt about it. It costs us an awful lot, and we spend a fortune doing this, going around the world, but it's all worth it. I mean, one thing we never do, we never get into debt with it. We're very, very lucky, and we've been very, very fortunate with and blessed with our position, but that said, if you want to be able to get on everything, that's the 3 main ways. And depending on the parks, depending on the time of year, depending on the age of your kids, you'll have to use a combination of those 3 to make sure you can get on everything available. Here's Revolution just going around now. Most intense ride in the park. It's absolutely fantastic. I do love this park, just for all the ride interactions. You can see the disco going around there as well. It's great. Yeah, so the train's just about to finish now, so head to the dark rides. Okay, next up is the Alison Wonderland ride. What a fantastic, incredible ride it is. It's like waiting for riders. So let's head round here and I'll get on, I'll see what maybe on ride as well. There it is, iconic. All the smell pots are working well today. I love this ride so much. Whilst it might not have the technology of modern dark rides, the nostalgia and the influence it's had on modern rides is just second to none. Never understood the music, but never mind. Oh, we're going down the rabbit hole now. Chess pieces are moving there. I was thinking it'd be quite scary if they did this as a scare attraction with people jumping out at you. It'd be terrifying. I mean, they do with plenty of the other rides here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach during the Halloween season, so it'd be good to incorporate this one as well, I think. Smell pods smell gorgeous. Little bells are ringing from the flowers there. Little dragonfly there. There's Humpty. He falls over, he's a little bit late falling over there. They've done up all this bit this year and it looks really good. They've done a great job of it. All hand painted, all in-house, which is really nice to see, and it's great to see they do look after it. These newer pieces here as well, which are nice. And that looks great as well, done a great job with that. Treacle, smell the treacle there as well. It just looks really vibrant and colourful, and they've done such a fantastic job. Now we're in the upside down section there. Not to be confused with the upside down, of course, as we approach the end of the ride. That was a wonderful ride there at Alison Wonderland, and it's waiting for us as well. So now it's going to walk down this way and go on to the ghost train. As you can see, there's no queue, so we'll go and check out the ghost train as well. This is a fantastic day for this. Plus the real haunted ghost train, I will eat you, it says. Believed to be haunted by Cloggy, the ex-employee here, featured on many haunted programmes throughout the years. pretzel ride this before it was relocated here. Because it was, of course, just on one floor. Oh, there we go. A bit of banging. It was on one floor and it went in the shape of a pretzel. And if you want to know more about that, check out our History of Rides video that we filmed on here a while ago that you can find in our playlist. There's the bride. She's screaming, that's actually working. That's good. Here she goes. Well, timing was a little bit off on that today. That's a shame. Time won't be off on this guy though. Let's go down the shop. It's a great ghost train, this, I must say. We definitely need more lighting in here. I say it every single time. You can't really see what's going on overly. Well, they have had a bit of light at the end, it looks like. Unless they've got the door open. Yeah, let's get the doors open. It's got a bit of light in. Whether that's deliberate or not, I'm not sure. Skeleton of a bookcase there. It's the spookiest part of the ride down here. The Exorcist scene there. It's night, you can't really see the night now. Look out, look out! Strange body in a basket there. It's a shame this you can't really see the full effect of this tunnel now, and you can't hear the noise of the train. It's quite scary at that point, at one point, but it's all silent now. I suppose probably not the best right, if you've got sensory issues. And then we've got skeletons on a bike. There we go. Just wait for the klaxon, and that's the end of the ride. As you can see, the river caves is still closed. It's an absolute tragedy. I really, really hope that it's not terminal and they manage to fix whatever the problem is and get it open as soon as possible, because it's such a fantastic, iconic ride. It just looks like it's going to be closed for a while. I mean, judging by the boarding that they've put on there, by the turnstile to exit the ride, it looks like it's going to be a while. I mean, it's just... I hope it's not at that point where it's just going to cost too much to repair that they end up just leaving it, because that would be an absolute tragedy for this ride. It's such a great ride, it's an iconic ride, and it's an absolute nostalgic ride. And to think, this ride here, this show building here, this formed the inspiration behind Pirates of the Caribbean. So you think it holds such significant cultural importance here that they can't afford to lose this ride. I mean, it's easy for people who aren't from Blackpool, haven't grown up coming on this ride, to dismiss this ride as looking like a naff water ride, but this is an absolutely phenomenal ride. I mean, it's probably one of the oldest rides in the park, next to the flying machines, built in the 1900s. It's incredibly old, and it's still using the same ride system today. Obviously had some alterations with some of the exhibits and the bits of the track, and obviously see the glass that's been put in around there, but by and large it is in fact the same ride, so it'd be an absolute tragedy if we do lose this, and I really hope we get it back at some point this season. It won't be too long, because I absolutely love this ride and hope to see it again soon. Well, that's the end of my day here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And I'd say this is a great place to park. If ever you're here, I don't know if you can make out there, I'm right outside the Big Blue. Nice free spot of parking. Busy days you're not always able to do this, but it's nice when you can park on days like today and just walk straight in. Free parking, absolutely brilliant. So much better than you get at the other theme parks, of course, unless you're a Merlin pass holder, Gold pass holder. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the little trip round answering the questions that you put before us today, and I just want to say it's been an absolute pleasure, and I've really enjoyed making these videos and having this account. And I know I say it all the time, but it's because I genuinely mean it, and it really does mean a lot to me, because it never ever did I ever think that it would be a thing, really. I just thought it was just a space to just shove a load of pictures on and be consigned to history, and then I'll smile at it, and and then it turned into, if I can make somebody else smile and make somebody else's day, that'd be even better. And that still stands today, as well as making memories and providing those memories for the family and passing that down to the children is such a massive thing to me. Having that passion, the same passion that we do, and that's the only reason we do that. That's the only reason that drives us. We're immensely grateful and couldn't be more appreciative to every single person that watches, and that is absolutely amazing, and we never ever thought that that would be possible. But what drives us is our passion, and it's our passion that drives everything else, and it's all that is a byproduct, and I'm so appreciative to everybody else. So thank you very much for watching. As we approach our 3-year mark as well, so this is kind of like a little bit of a celebratory video really, for you to be able to ask questions about us, and yeah, and I've really enjoyed it. So coming up, we've got a Germany trip coming up where we're going to be going to Holiday Park, Tripsdrill, Phantasialand, and of course Europa Park, where we get to try out Voltron, the new Mack coaster for this year. So I'm really excited about that. Casper's going to be going on it as well, so hope we'll get his thoughts as well. So I couldn't be more appreciative. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe for more content, and hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss any more. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, let the positivity in and ride it out, guys. Bye.